This is Musings and Counsel from London Baker Law with Debbie London Baker.
Now is the time. There's no better time. It's obviously the beginning of the year, but hearing it right now, it doesn't even matter if you're listening to this in podcast and it's the middle of the year. It could be July. It could be December.
It's never a bad time. But I want to say something before you go on, that if a person does not have a plan, the state, whether it's Florida or whatever, they have a plan for you. And the plan is that they make the decisions.
Does anybody really want the government making a decision on their behalf when they pass? Whether you're 22 and you just have a car and some student loan debt and maybe a dog and some belongings, or whether you're 42 and you have 3 kids and a wife, and or whether you're 72 and you've got grandkids and great-grandkids. And at no stage in your life do you want the government handling your personal affairs.
And you don't want to pay them either. You know why?
When you say pay them, what does that mean?
Well, you don't want to pay an attorney to get your rights restored, get your rights instigated, and it's especially important with families with young children, because the government can come in and say, "No, Joe Smith is going to be the guardian of your children," and you despise Joe Smith. But
there's a lot of reasons I despise Joe Smith anyway. But
okay, right. Okay, well, see, I knew that.
Fair.
I knew
it's
that.
Fair,
just
yeah.
right. Or pay a professional fiduciary, a professional, to be the guardian of the money for your children because you didn't plan for that. So, people think I should have known this, and I know I find myself in situations where I said I should have known this. I mean, you were just giving me some stuff earlier before we started talking about things that I don't know anything about. And I'm thinking, well, I should have known this. I don't know. So I really understand why people put it off, but my heart breaks when somebody calls me later, whether it's somebody I've spoken to or not, and they say, well, we were going to call you last month, and, and I'm not saying stuff happens. Life happens all the time.
No doubt.
But I was going to call you last month, but, I thought, well, I've gone this long without it.
You don't have an excuse, though, if you're listening to this show and you've heard Debbie London Baker's voice talking about estate plans and wills and trusts and probates. You have no excuse, because you now know that it'll cost your family more in time and money and resources and in bandwidth at a time when they really don't want to have that distraction. No. And if it's all got to be unwound by a legal professional and the courts and all that after you pass, it's going to cost a whole lot more of time and money and all that.
A whole lot more.
Because if you do it in advance, what is that saying? There's an old saying. Is it like 9 in time saves
stitch in time.
Stitch in time saves 9, whatever it is. And the deal is that if you do it up front, you save time, you save money, you save energy. Plus, it's your wishes and not everybody else's.
This has been Musings and Counsel from London Baker Law. Learn more at londonbakerlaw.com. Thanks for listening.